Hey, you guys, it's me, Queen. Welcome back. I have missed you guys. Where to start? I had to take a little break just because I needed to do some self reflecting and just get back in tune with myself. So, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Hi, you guys. I love you, I love you, I love you. Um, where to start, okay? You are protected. Let me tell you that this platform is protected, okay? Coming out here with courage. I picked up these little stones on my way to work today. They stood out to me at the registers. We have courage, we have faith, and we have dream. So I don't know who this is pertaining to. Someone could be a dreamer. Someone could be coming out of the dream state. When I was just doing a pre-shuffle and checking the energy and seeing where to lead this message and where the Most High and my ancestors were guiding me, this card popped out and it says, one reason so few of us achieve what we truly want is that we never direct our focus. We never concentrate our power. Most people dabble their way through life, never deciding to master anything in particular, right? So, collective, if there's someone out there who's having their hands in many different pots, and I can say for myself, collective, that has been me the last couple weeks, juggling my emotions, juggling my spirituality, my career, work life, and home life. And so with all of that, that kind of had your girl in a little bit of an imbalance. And so I don't know who that is pertaining to or who can relate to having somewhat of an imbalance. And also I was experiencing other people that I was choosing to carry along my spiritual journey, aid to that spiritual imbalance. And so this is Queen. Queen is back. Queen loves you. Balancing out this energy, coming fresh. Happy New Year to you all. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Oh, thank you, ancestors. Thank you, spirit guides. Okay, we're just going to see what kind of angel numbers we have out here, collective, and see what we have going on today. Welcome back, Bookie Buds. Okay, first out the deck, or second out the deck, technically. Whenever you talk to us, it never goes unheard. We hear every single word. This is your confirmation that we are assisting you, guiding you, and ensuring your wishes finally come to fruition. Be patient. Everything will come together for you. Okay? That's what came out the deck. So if anybody is wondering or feeling stagnant, I know I had one. It was like I went and just was frozen in time, right? Like I literally had came to a stop. I was not functioning. Things were not progressing. I felt like time had stopped for me, like I was in this warp, this time warp. So I don't know if anyone out there can relate to feeling like over the last few weeks, and I want to say almost a month, probably since my last video, I just got put into this whole stagnant energy and have really been trying to find a way to balance it. So next out the deck, it says, you are so much closer to a powerful breakthrough than you may realize. You have been praying for things to heal, new opportunities to appear, relationships to improve. These prayers will be answered soon. So I also, me too, hashtag me too, went through a releasing of old people, more people that I had to shed that I kind of collectively knew that I had to shed. I knew that could not go on my journey with me. And as I was going through that shedding, more things were revealed about that individual. And things became more clear, projections were made, so I've been clearing out all that old baggage. Some of us may be clearing out that old baggage. So next out the deck, we have 123. 123 could also be seen as synchronicity. and vision, right? Things have been made clear about people. Direction and vision about which way people are headed is being made clear. People now know if you were stagnant or you questioned what you were doing on an educational purpose, on an employment purpose, relationship purpose. Things are now being made clear. You can now see, right? You can see the illusions. You can see the people that were casting clear projections your way. You can see if maybe a career move is your best move, things of that nature. So I'm going to go ahead and read the card. So it says vision. Your path will not look identical to anyone else's. That is what makes you unique. Remember that as you stay the path that feels connected, the path will continue to lead you to alignment. Let your vision be as different as you are. So just to touch on that, I was going through and I even had indulged in old behavior and kind of got taken back to an old cycle that no longer served my higher self, my higher good, right? And I was struggling, and it literally had me in this time warp where I felt like, dang, I'm stagnant. I got to get out of this energy. And I remember riding down the street on my way to work, and I literally had to cry and pray and ask for protection because I didn't understand why I was being taken back to a timeline that no longer existed for me. So as you continue to grow, you're going to continue to move past people. You're going to continue to move past situations, and be optimistic about it. That's what they said. Be optimistic about your growth. And that too is coming to an ending. 999 could be significant for someone. 123 could be significant for someone. I'm hearing someone may need to pray for protection. I'm smelling lavender. Someone may wear lavender scent. So on this next card, we have let go of the old and make way for the new. You may find yourself being distracted by random thoughts, fears, doubts. Don't allow yourself to be governed by them. Simply observe and choose to take aligned action and choices. So I am on this new journey, and I felt myself come to a whole standstill. So with all the stuff that I've already talked about, I was like gun-ho, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna talk to you guys when I gotta get in the grass. One second. Okay, you guys, I'm back. So again, these are, and this is again energy being called. Don't feel bad about any moves that you're making. So back to what I was saying, I was talking about how I was all excited, and I told you guys I would check back in when I had a spigot of grass to share with you. And I had all this energy to handle all of my affairs for employment, business-wise, keeping up spiritually with my channel. And then all of a sudden I hit a brick wall, and I was like, I wasn't producing anything, right? And again, I'm so glad to be out of that energy. And I feel like collective, there are many of us that felt like we got stagnant in the things that we were looking to create, things that we were looking to nurture. And so I feel like that energy is coming to an end for a lot of us collective. And I was avoiding. And this is funny because I did not go and check in with my instructors. I was avoiding tasks, tedious tasks that I needed to get done, that I knew I needed to get done. And I was avoiding. And so it's funny that this card came out. And so it says, what areas of your life are you avoiding? Are they causing you to be upset, worry, disrupted sleep? If so, these are areas you need to focus on. As much as you don't want to, it is necessary to tackle your demons head on. Don't allow them to rule you for a second longer. So I started feeling all this stagnant energy. I wasn't moving forward. I wasn't doing the things that I normally do, right? I was feeling not blocked, but I was feeling like literally like I was stuck. And I don't know if anyone out there can share any of that energy or can relate to how I was feeling, but I feel like, and I'm hearing that it's coming to an end, that our vision is being made clear. So now we can see how you need to prioritize, how you need to move forward. Thank you. How you need to move forward. The things that will move you ahead. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Holy Spirit, thank you. Messages. Other messages. I'm going to take that. What part of you is apologizing for your truth? Why? Right? Why do I got to be apologetic about moving on with my life? Putting closure to things that no longer serve my higher self. Putting closure to people who do not want to do the work. Putting closure to employers that no longer serve me, that financially could never pay me what I'm worth. Why be apologetic about that? Okay? That's what I'm hearing. Take out the shoulds and limitations. Get out of your head and pay attention to your heart's desires instead. If you knew it was impossible to fail, what would you do? Where would you go with all of your heart, right? Following your heart's desires. A lot of us have been moving out of emotion and out of our flesh. We have not been moving from our true heart and living in our true purpose and living for self. A lot of, I can speak for myself, have lived for others. Not really put in or received. That's what I'm hearing. I have not received. Some of us have not received what we have put out. Okay? And so we have been pouring and pouring and pouring and pouring only to get little in return. That's what I heard. Thank you, Spirit, for the clarification. They're saying keep going. Keep going. Okay? Let's see what other cards we have. What other that's in? No, not those yet. Okay, thank you, Spirit. I'll be obedient. Other messages for the collective and myself. Holy Spirit. Okay. Growing our self-love is medicine to the world's broken heart. When you heal, we all heal. When you give yourself more grace, you are able to give the world more grace, right? Be kind to yourself. Didn't I just say that? Pour into yourself, right? Because you're giving and giving and giving. And a lot of times we're either given to people or given to situations that do not pour it back into us equally. And so as we're on this journey, yes, we are light workers. Yes, we are star seeds. Yes, we are chosen by God to do a lot of this work. We are not getting back what we're putting out. So self-care is necessary. Putting back into yourself as much as you put back in, put out into the world is necessary. Thank you for that message, Spirit. Okay. What else do we have? As we grow and change and transform our lives, it requires us to let go of something that was, to make room for what will be. If you were to take the big leap today, would you feel scared of losing love, safety, and belonging? What if it was a big fat lie? What if it was impossible to lose any of those things because you have the power to give everything you need to yourself? Again, pour into yourself, right? That self-love, right? Cutting the cords and bindings and the pouring. You're pouring into broken vessels. We are long past the time of pouring into broken vessels. That's what I heard. The cup, they said you are not the mender. You are not to repair the cup. That's what I heard. Very clear. You are not to repair the cup. So while a lot of us, including myself, have continued to pour into situations and people that are broken, and wondering why it is not being reciprocated, because they are not able to retain what you are pouring in, right? And then it is blocking some of us, right, for receiving 808 prosperity and abundance. But that could be yours when you allow yourself to reap the benefits to which what you are pouring. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Anything else? Anything else? Yeah, and don't be fooled. Glitter and gold is not always what it seems. Okay? It is not always what it seems. So even though someone could be telling you, and I don't know why they're telling me to tell you this, even though someone could be saying, oh, I want to be well and I want to do this and, you know, I'm changing, or a job could be promised to you this. If there is no action behind their words, don't be fooled, is what I heard. No, no, no. Don't be fooled, okay? No, no, no. Don't be fooled. Don't allow yourself to be eluded and fall under the illusion of deception of those who are not willing to do the work and want to ride your tail and reap your benefits. That's what I heard. People are looking to reap your benefits to all your hard work, all your toil and labor. Do not allow someone to do that. Okay? And someone could have Libra in their chart. Air sign energy present. They said yes, 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 yes. Okay? I don't know who this is for. This could resonate with a Libra. I just heard someone may need to get out and get fresh air, connect with nature. That is me. They said you're like a breath of fresh air. Okay? Yes, you're like a breath of fresh air. The beautiful butterfly, the transformation. People are craving to be in your presence. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, ancestors, for this information received on the platform today. Thank you. Anything else? Any other messages on the Love and Light deck? This is my handmade deck that I add to over a period of time. Thank you. They said, yes, you are like a breath of fresh air. Thank you. Okay. Being back, doing my videos, getting this message out is like a breath of fresh air. I can breathe. Okay. I may go live on my TikTok after this and do a live reading. Come check in. The bottom of the deck, we have a rebirthing, okay? Rebirthing is at the bottom of the deck, okay? Yes, thank you. My nose is itching. Yes, a lot of us are going through a rebirthing. They said it's like treat yourself like being nurtured in the womb, okay? Treat yourself like being nurtured in the womb. It will be appreciated later. Treat yourself like you are being nurtured in the womb. Be good to yourself. Yes, 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 yes. Because as we have this butterfly, we have a rebirthing. And what happens when, before a butterfly becomes a butterfly, it is this worm. It's this feeble, unprotected worm that goes in this cocoon. And then it's a rebirthing. It is reborn into this beautiful creature. And so that is the stage that a lot of our lives and our spirits are going through right now, collective. Anything else? Anything else? Yeah, they're not like us. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. They're not like us, right? And the people that are not like you, it is okay to be in your individuality. It is okay to live in your truth and fulfill your true heart's desires. That was the first card in the beginning of the reading that had came out. One of the first cards. Yes, to live in your true heart's desires. There are people that are not like you. Okay? They are not like you, right? But the Most High said they're going to come with some news you can use, right? Some news you can use, right? That's what they're coming with, some news you can use. Water sign energy is present, right? Some of you may be a water sign or you may be dealing with a water sign. It's Aquarius energy. But that does not mean I am not big on sticking with zodiac signs. It can just be the element. So water element is present as well as air. use your inner wisdom, trust your intuition. Inner wisdom, trust your intuition. It's inner wisdom and strength. Angel numbers 3424 could be significant. Okay. Anything else, Spirit? Okay. Yes. Angel numbers 1515. Positive changes moving forward. There is hope. Look, be optimistic. I think I said that in the beginning. Be optimistic about what's ahead. There is abundance and blessings coming your way, collective. Ashe, Ashe. Thank you. There is abundant blessings coming your way. We are in the, I believe, the waning gibbous moon. Okay. We have moved out of planet Neptune, and it has moved in from Piscean season to Aries season, and there are some endings coming along moving forward. Thank you. Shay. Okay, no. Okay. What else do you have for the collective? What else do you have? Okay, we're gonna see what that was. Yep, Humpty Dumpty fell off a wall, right? There's a tower. This card does not come out often. This is Humpty Dumpty fell off the wall. That means there is a tower. There is an ending to the end of the cycle, right? An ending to feeling stuck, an ending to carrying people in titles that no longer serve our higher self. So Humpty Dumpty fell off the wall. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is my tower card for the Love and Light deck, right? Because what happened to Humpty when he fell off that wall? He cracked, right? That egg was out. It was hatched, right? Things are being revealed. Things are being made clear. We have the vision card come out at the beginning of the reading. Anything else for the collective? They said you are being guided. Footsteps are being protected. You are, yeah, you can see. Ashe, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Any other information on the Love and Light deck? Any other information? Okay. Yep. Okay. I see roll the dice at the bottom. We'll see if that comes out, because I'm hearing people took a gamble. People rolled the dice. You rolled the dice. Stop rolling the dice on things and be clear about your intentions and your directions and your footsteps, okay? We have fire sign. We have fire out here on the board, okay? Sagittarius, someone could be a Sagittarius, fire sign energy. Okay, what was that? This could be pertaining to, or these years could be relevant or significant to, but specifically this card says born in, okay? You can be born in either of those years, okay? We have 1973, 1975, 1980, 1982, 1976, 1981, 1999, 2000, 2003, and 2004, okay? Something can be significant. It says born in. That could be yourself, or maybe you gave birth to a child in those years. Okay. Anything else? Thank you. Urgent, bills overdue. This message is overdue. Some people may be literally behind in bills and have urgent bills. I have a bill that I need to pay tomorrow. So, or there are some things that someone needs to address urgently. There are some things that are not to be swept under the rug or taken lightly. They say move accordingly, act accordingly. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Anything else? Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Out the deck, y'all. When the ancestors and the Most High be talking, honey, these cards were flying out my hand. Prayers answered. Your fruit is right? So in the future, if you trust yourself and you trust your intuition and you have clear vision, prayers are being answered. Your fruit is right. I feel like some of these projections that went out over the last couple of weeks and the energy that was out, people started to feel like what was promised to them and what they had been working for or what their goals were no longer theirs. And they're saying, no, that is not the case. Don't fall into the illusions. Continue. Be wise, trust your guts, move with precision is what I heard. For accuracy, that card wants to come out, right? Fire sign again, right? Fire sign again. So again, we have more fire. That's Aries energy, okay? Somebody could be a fire sign or have fire in their charts. Okay. We just gonna turn this over. So this is crazy, right? Because, and this card don't come out often, right? Somebody's hair won't grow, right? And there's water sign already on the board, and I haven't even got to the rest of the cards that flipped over as I was doing that, but we're gonna elaborate on the somebody's hair won't grow, right? That means spiritually, right? If your hair are your tentacles, you are blessed through your hair. You hear it all the time. Oh, you know, such and such has this amount of hair, or you know, your blessings come to your hair. I think it's even in the Bible, right? Somebody's hair won't grow. That means someone is not growing spiritually, right? Someone, I feel like that whoever this is resonating with, they're not growing spiritually. They are being held back, collective. If this is someone you are dealing with, let them go, okay? Because they will hold you back, right? They will stagnate your progress and you won't be able to receive this. And some of them who are in this energy of the hair won't grow are watching your prayers being answered, right? And they're watching your fruit and they're waiting to collect, right? So also out the deck, we have fall out. More water signs. Big Scorpio energy, okay? Scorpio energy. Okay? We also had Earth. Somebody could be an Earth sign, Capricorn, right? It does not have to necessarily be a Scorpio. It does not necessarily have to be a Capricorn. But we have water and we have Earth out here. And it says manifesting miracles and breakthroughs. That is us collective, right? We're manifesting miracles and breakthroughs. Somebody who hair ain't grow. You see the eyes is at the top, right? They watching, they looking at the collective do this, manifest breakthrough, miracles and breakthroughs, right? And as they're not growing, right? And that's not even being picking on anyone, but that's where some people's energy still lies. Spirits are being weakened, right? Their spirits are weak is what they said. And they're heartbroken about it. Kiki, do you love me, right? Heartbroken about the collective cutting ties and moving forward, okay? That is specific to someone. They said that is not for everybody, okay? Get on down, okay? Anything else from out the Love and Light deck? Thank you. Thank you for all information received. Okay. Eyes are open, okay? Eyes are open. Third eye open. What you saw is what it is. Someone is watching you. Someone may be watching you. It may be somebody else that has other gifts and abilities. Maybe tapping in and watching your movement, watching your progression, okay? I don't feel like these cards are for us, but again, I will take them and read them. 66, 66. selflessness, service, deep responsibilities for humanity. I feel like that is us. But I did say something earlier about being a light worker, pouring into yourself as you pour into others, pour into those that can reciprocate the energy and the love you are putting out. That's what I heard. I saw this also at the bottom of the deck earlier, and it's 9,785. You need to do some healing and self-care, and I feel like that's for the person whose hair won't grow, right? You need to do some healing and some self-care so that you can manifest miracles and breakthroughs in your life, right? And you won't be around here heartbroken. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, things are being made clear as we had that vision card that popped out in the beginning, the 1, 2, 3 synchronicity. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, more water sign energy. You may be a Pisces, right? Or they could be a Pisces. Some of y'all are dealing with a Pisces, or it can just be another water sign. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Big fish, not the little fish. That's what they said. People want the big fish, not the little fish. You are being recognized for all your hard work. Okay, you're being noticed. You are being seen. You are in the light. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Right? Don't get caught up in a web of lies. Don't let somebody spin you a web of lies, is what I heard. Don't let them spin you a web of lies, okay? This alien card is remaining at the deck, right? People are not who they say they are, right? People are not who they say they are. I did not mean to drop all those, okay? But, right? You're not the same person you used to be. They don't know who you are, right? They're trying to figure you out because they can't figure it out. More earth energy, right? Because if they fail, I'm going to read them, right? More earth sign out there, okay? Transmute that shit, right? All those projections that people, in evil eye that people are giving you, transmute that shit, okay? Some of you guys might have romance, right? Right? At the bottom of the deck, romance, can't make it up. Romance, love court, right? Some of you guys may need to go get a love court collective, okay? Whew. Okay. Any more messages? Final messages for the collective. They said it's over. Relax. Pass go. My spirit team funny. They said collect 200 and pass go because it's harvest season, you guys. Collect 200 and pass go, little babies, okay? That is the message. Harvest season is here. Look at all that fruit, right? Then we have the fruit is ripe, right? All your fruit is ripe, okay? You are permitted to move forward. Block those raggedy mofos that want to come for your energy, that didn't have the courage, right? Or the faith, because it took blind faith to get here, right? And it all started with just dreaming, right? Don't let them come for your dreams. Don't let them come for the things that you are manifesting and working towards. And as always, I'm going to thank you for coming to hang out with Queen. Ashe, ashe.